Hello, everybody. We're beginning here live here in this show, and welcome everybody that is coming now. Today, it's gonna be when life is hard, God is near to you. So, what this means? What really means that you are near to God or He is near to you is because e- every time we're having hard times in our life. Sometimes we think that God is not with us, but He will never abandon us. He's always with us. Okay, we're alive here in Linden, and we're alive also here in Zoom. Thank you, everybody that's hearing us. Alison, are you there?
Yes, Tom here. How are you?
Okay. Hello, how are you? Okay, yeah, I was thinking that it was not open. So, because I have opened the Facebook Live, and also I have opened here this Zoom.
Oh,
So thank you for being here with us. Are you gonna be with your screen out, or are you gonna be on
all
screen?
all right. So, I'm going to be off.
No problem. You can stay that way. So how is gonna be the dynamic today with the people that want to join? They're gonna be able to
Yes,
bring to the
right.
stage,
So I
or
will be here to help you admit persons who are joining in. So don't worry about it.
okay, no problem. Well,
Right. And if you need, okay, sorry, you can go ahead. I was saying if you need to share a screen, then of course you.
Okay, no problem. You take care about sharing the screen. Okay, so let's begin. It took a little bit the connection, but now we're alive. That's great. So let me tell the people how it's going to be the dynamic of the show, because we're beginning today in Facebook Live. I'm today in Facebook Live, and simultaneously I'm on LinkedIn Live too. We did the last week in Restream, but we decided this week to do it in Zoom, because Zoom is, for me, I believe it's more friendly. And the way that the dynamic of the show I want to do it is that people can be able to come to the stage. Because when we were doing the LinkedIn audio room, that was one of the beauty of the program, that the people could join the event, and then they could uh, join the stage, and I gave the opportunity to them to to participate. So we're gonna try to do the same. Please give me some patience, because this is some change in the technology, and always we have to adapt to the new technology. So we're gonna try to uh, adapt to do the same way we were doing previously the event. Previously in LinkedIn, we did it that we shared 30 minutes talking about the topic, and then we decided to give the opportunity to the people to come to the stage. Let's see how it can work. So, talking here, one of the things that's very close to my heart is today's topic. We're in Christmas Eve, is going to be tomorrow. Is the birth of Jesus Christ. Is a very one of the fundamentals of the Christianity, the birth of Jesus Christ. That is an event. There's going to be, always there's going to be this debate that if he was born or not on December 25. And there is a big debate related to that. And let me tell you, this weekend, during my my church service, my pastor was talking about this, and he was saying something that really is important. That doesn't matter if he was born in December or in September or in October. The important is that he really was born, was a historical event. It has been even scientifically has been proved it was a historical event. For some reason, the Christianity decided to take the December 25. That everybody has been talking about this situation. Let me talk a little bit, because when in the year 400, in the fourth century, there was a imperator called Constantine. Constantine, he was the Rome imperator, the big Roman Empire. And this guy, he decided to become Christian. So the Roman has been for centuries pagans. And being pagans, because remember that we have that time in the year that comes in December 21, when this is the day that the nights are larger and the days are shorter. And that is called solstice. The solstice means that soul is quiet, is still, because the sun is not there. And the sun for the Roman and for all these people of that time was a big deal, because it was the beginning of the new era, um, all the plantation, they have seed, etc. The sun helped them to rise. So they begin to worship the sun. They were worshiping always the sun. So the sun always came in December 25. Was the rays of the sun. And the pagans, they celebrate the beginning of the year with the rays of the sun, the birth of the sun. And that's why Constantine decided to match that day to become the rays and the birth of Jesus Christ. So that doesn't have no matter if it really was not in December 25 or was September. The important is the event that happened. There's something uh, that came and divided the humanity in two, before and after Jesus Christ. So this is something that's the real importance of this. The other thing, really, to tell you the truth, doesn't matter. So we're going to be talking today a topic that is exactly related to this. That because sometimes the life is hard for us. You can be life always is a journey. I always say that the people, everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has their own journey, and it will depend how life goes, if it's got a good, a medium, or a bad life that you have been doing. But the important of that is not that. It's that reflection that no matter what you're going in your life, God will never abandon you. That is something that for me is fundamental talking here. No matter, I'm going to repeat it. No matter what you're going in your life, no matter how is the moment that you're having in your life, no matter what you're going through today, God never abandons you. So why I get to that profound conviction? Why I can today talk about this? Because that was exactly my case. That's the journey that I had, and today I can really very loudly say this. And let me tell why. I'm going to introduce to the people that doesn't know me. Many people that come to the show is first time coming. Sometimes are first time coming. So I want to say that first of all, my name is Jose Pereira. I am a former hostage. I became a hostage. I was a oil and gas executive. I did more than 35 years career in the oil and gas. And uh, in November 2017, in the midst of getting retired, I did a business trip. I was called to go to a business trip to Caracas, and unfortunately, it began to me to be a settlement, and I became an international hostage. So for me, that was something that really marked my life. So becoming in November 21 a hostage, everything changed for me because I lost my freedom, I lost my family. So I really went to a very dark moment. And people that can be hearing me today, maybe you don't have to be a hostage. You don't have to go to a situation like I have gone. But believe me, everybody has their own things. Sometimes you can be hostage of your situation. Sometimes you're hostage of the, the unfortunate situation that you're having, and you can feel like you're like you're in a prison. So, so that's very typical that you feel have that sense. And unfortunately, December is a month that all the feelings, all the sense are very. People become very sensitive because is the last month of the year. People are thinking in the goals that they had in the years, all those things that maybe didn't happen, or situation that you're going. So that makes you be thinking, and that can drive you to many ways to go. But I'm here to say that in my particular case, when I went through that terrible situation that became a nightmare for me, uh, at the beginning I was totally lost. I really begin to even blame God why He abandoned me. I even begin to not only blame because He abandoned me, I beginning to say that it was His fault. So this is something that I today I recognize that I was totally misled. I didn't know what was going on, and sometimes that's what happened with the people, that you don't know why you're going through situations in life. And sometimes when you're going through those situations, you begin to say, God, why you abandoned me? So when I went through that imprisonment, that took me 5 years. But during that journey, during those 5 years, I learned that lesson that life is hard, but God is near. Why? Because I I began to think that I needed to come back for my family. I began to think that I needed to be in good statement for my family, in soul and body and spirit. And at some point, we begin to read the Bible. And I remember that I wrote a psalm. I'm going to read it here. I had a because I went to it and to look at, and by the way, I put that psalm in my book. That is my reflections. I talk about this. I talk about this. The psalm is the Psalm 34.18. Let me read it. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I'm going to repeat it. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit. So this psalm is saying that God is always with you. God is always with you. And I'm going to read a biblical passage that is a reflection. I'm going to turn to in the Old Testament to Isaiah. Isaiah 41:10. So look what Isaiah says. So don't fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So, in this passage of Isaiah, God is saying that He is always with you. And I discovered that in my own journey. And today, because unfortunately, today I have more open my spiritual eyes and my spiritual ears, so I can hear and I can see things that I didn't see before. But when I was in that situation, God began to, He never abandoned us, but we begin to see more and more His presence, that He was there with us. He really was with us. So, so that, that sense that you now know that God is with you, even in the dark place, it gives you a sense of peace. It gives you a sense of calm. It gives you a sense of strength. It gives you a sense of hope. And it gives you a sense of faith. Because even we were in that dark moment, we begin to pray. We begin to read the Bible, and we begin to feel how uh, the God was always there with us. And I can tell you that everybody is hearing me, and I don't know if you believe me or not, but we begin to sleep like a baby. even that we were there in that dark place, we begin to sleep like a baby. So we stayed the day during the day doing things, doing exercise. We were reading. I was writing this book that is from Hero to Being in my book. This book is based on those reflections that I did there. So we begin to read, we begin to write, because I began to write letters with my wife that became to be a part of this book, those reflections that I have there. So when we finished in the night, it was around 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. that we were praying and reading the Bible. I went to rest, and I rest in peace. I was having a very peaceful dream, sleeping, having wonderful sleeping, and when it was the morning, 6 a.m., I was in peace. So it began to give me peace. So this is something that I want to tell to anybody that's hearing me this today. If you're going to any situation in your life, anything in your life, that anybody that's hearing me today, that maybe you're having a economical problem, maybe you're having a financial problem, maybe you're having a sentimental problem, maybe you're having a health problem, or maybe somebody very close to you is having the problem, and you think that you don't find solution to what's going to you, or you don't understand why this happened to you, and maybe you feel anger, and it's okay, that is human nature that you can feel anger, but when you connect that God is with you and you begin to pray to Him, and you leave everything in His hands, all your tribulations, all your sufferings, all your preoccupations, and anything that you have in your life, you put it in the hands of God. It gives you a sense of peace, because now it's like your shoulder is lighter, it's not so heavy. Now you're not carrying that bag in top of you. You took out your bag and gave to God, and now you are freed. You feel freed. By the way, I always talk about, it's not the same carrying a bag in your shoulder that going with your luggage. Remember that for me, the luggage is your dreams. The luggage is a small, is a carry-on, is a small. You feel it with your dreams, the luggage, and then it goes with you. When you're traveling in the life, you're traveling with your luggage, with your carry-on. So that is your dreams, and they're with you. But the carry-on always will be by your side. But when you have that pack in your shoulder, now you feel the heaviness. So when you give that to God, is where you feel free. So this is a way that I can tell you how things can change in life. It's a matter of the perspective, how you think things in life. It's a matter even of mindset, the way you do things in life. And I'm gonna say something here, that when you really believe in this, and you believe that will make you a better person, and will make you have more sense of belonging, that will give you a lot of not only peace, strength. I'm seeing that Dr. D'Angelo is coming to the stage. In some minutes, I'm going to give you the mics, Dr. D'Angelo. So this is a reflection that I want to give here today. I decided to talk about this today because tomorrow is a Christmas Eve. It's a moment of joy, the birth of God. And sometimes if you're having a hard time in this moment, put it in the hands of God. Put everything in the hands of God, and try to be joyful. Try to be joyful in your life. So there's several ways that I'm going to try to talk a little bit here how we can help ourselves that make this easier. So one of the first things that I recommend to everybody is that anchor yourself to the faith. Have faith. The faith is so powerful. When you have faith, remember the faith is when you strongly believe in something that you don't see. You don't know how you're going to solve any situation. You don't know what is going to happen in the future for you, because maybe your future today is not the future that you want. And you go into any situation in life. But when you have faith and you really strongly believe in that, remember, everything you think becomes your reality. At the end, because God always is looking to you, not like with the eyes that you're looking you today. He's looking to you with the eyes where he knows that you're going to be. So maybe you see today with a problem, but God doesn't want you that way. God is good. God is good. He wants to see you in a good way. So if you have the faith and you begin to believe in that will give you a lot of strength. So anchor to your faith. Finding meaning in the pain, this is very powerful. I can tell you that during my captivity, one of the things that I discovered was that you can find meaning in the pain. That you can understand why you're going through things in life. When I had the opportunity, when I was in my captivity, I had the opportunity that I could read the book of Viktor Frankl, Man in the Search of a Meaning. People that doesn't know who Viktor Frankl is, I strongly recommend the people to read that book. Viktor Frankl was a survivor of the concentration camps, the Nazi concentration camp. He was a psychotherapist, a very famous and reputable psychotherapist from Austria. He was from Vienna. He was Austriac. And he was a very reputable before his captivity. And when he was captured, him, his wife, his father, his mother, or his family. And they were put in separate places in Auschwitz, this terrible concentration camp. And he began to, because he was, before his captivity, he was studying that human nature. He was developing a theory that became to be what is called today the logotherapy. The logotherapy is based on the behavior of the purpose in the people, and he could test in life during his captivity how the people that found meaning and purpose, that they had something that anchored them to survive, because they were anchored in their faith and they were anchored in their hope that they were going to survive. When the people found that anchor, they found the purpose why they were suffering, and that made them survive. So he discovered that the person that survived during those times was who were anchored in their faith and who found meaning in their pain. They found a purpose. Why you're going through this. And when I discovered that, because I had the opportunity to read that book, when I discovered that gave me a sense of more peace, because I understood that for some reason God was testing me. And today I understand it, because when I came back and I began to go to my church and I began to find why I was going through this, I found purpose in this. I found purpose, and that's why today I'm here talking with you. Today I'm here talking because this is part of my lessons, and I want to share it with you. So find purpose in your pain. Another thing that I want to bring here is give me a chance here. I took some notes that I don't want to forget them. So important. Okay. So one of the things that is very important is exactly when you find that meaning. So that makes you build that resilience, because now you are more anchor to your faith. Another thing that I found the other note, because I took some note that I wanted to emphasize, hold onto your hope. This is another thing that is important. Not only anchor to your faith and find purpose in your pain, hold to your hope. This is very important, because when you have hope, that something's going to happen, that makes you believe. And when you believe, no matter what circumstance you're going, you will not get a victim of those circumstances. You're going to be anchored to that hope. So hold to your hope. And I'm going to read a passage of the Bible. Romans 12:12 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in the prayer." The prayer is something so important. Every morning pray. Every time you awake and you pray and you express gratitude to God, that changes you the day completely. You're gonna, even if you're having hard time, you will see the life in different way, because now you're really holding into your hope and transforming that hardship into purpose. When you can understand that any situation that you're going in your life has a purpose. Remember, God always will have a master plan. That sometimes we don't see it. Sometimes we don't see that master plan, but it's there. And believe me, if you do this, and in the future, when you look back in the mirror, and you will say, "Oh, that's why I had to go through this situation." Sometimes you have to go to this situation to get where you're going to be at the end. And when you look the picture, you will say, now I understand why I went through this. So that's when you find purpose in the hardship. So this is something really, really important. And I'm going to conclude here to give some opportunity, because I have several people that want to come to the stage to talk. Okay, I'll open the mic in a few minutes. So when you find this, it will make you think in a different way. So as a conclusion, I'm gonna say here the person. First of all, I strongly recommend that person to read the book of Viktor Frankl, Men in Search of a Meaning, because he became a worldwide authority in this. Second, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to have your own opinion. Let me read the chats. I see some chats here, what the people are saying. Okay, Lady Drew, thank you, Lady Drew. Lady Drew saying, "Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I wish you the best of the new year. This is for all domestic wildlife, including in the earth, in the universe." Lady Drew is a big time pet lover. This is for all the domestic wild in the universe. Thank you for your event and everybody attending. Blessed be. Thank you. We have here Amy. Amy. Hello, Amy. Happy holidays. Dr. DeAngelo, Jose, I'm headed to take my children to school. I appreciate you sharing the gospel this morning. Oh, you're a great friend, my friend. I'm very blessed to have been knowing you. And we have here Dr. Marcia. Good morning, everybody. Dr. Marcia is a Christian-based leader. She's a great person. Kong Li Ping, agree. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Kong, for your words. And, well, we have other people here. So, Alison, how you want to do it? You want to give the opportunity to the people to open the mics so that they can talk?
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, person who would love to say something, they can use the raise hand icon, and then, of course.
Okay, the person that want to talk, they can open the mics. If you give the opportunity, opening then the mics and give the opportunity, they can talk. Anybody that want to talk.
Yes, and they can use the raise hand icon as well.
Well, I'll go. Hi, Jose.
Hello, Amy. How are you? Are you still in?
Good.
Where are you now?
I'm still in Thailand.
Ah, you're still in Thailand. Great, great, great. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I was, yes, I was. First of all, yeah. So it's like, oh, I saw you were doing a thing, and I wanted just to pop in and be with you because it was a great opportunity to hang out and listen to you and such like that. So yay, thank you. And so relative to all that is earlier today I've been going through some experiences, and it's a classic case of you are the universe spitting out unworkable context because God has another plan for you. And by the way, you have a lesson to learn, dear, and I'm going to make sure you learn it, even if I have to smack you upside the head, sit you down on your bottom, and make you pay attention.
Yes.
And sometimes, and there, and some of it's been very hard. It's been very scary. It's really made me have to go into the dark places, like you talked about. And what jumped out at me today were two things. One was I had a lot of, when I woke up this morning, I was just like, I had a lot of worry. And I was just like, okay, breathe, learn to love this. I have a mated pair of pigeons on my balcony that have been incubating their eggs. And this morning, the first baby hatched, and I got to see it. And I'm just like, yeah, thank you, God. It's the little things. And what popped into my brain, a little bit later in the morning, I just started really feeling deeply into the Lord's Prayer. And that whole, and the phrase, even though, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. I realized it at a deeper level, which is I'm walking through the valley of transformation. Yea, though I walk through that pathway, that corridor, that birth canal of transformation from whatever the experience is, I as a human being, I will fear no evil, for God is with me at my most vulnerable. Because I'm in that stage. And yeah, boy, faith is a really powerful tool. And prayer, people don't understand how important prayer is. Because you got to get really grounded and really focused and really tuned into prayer, because prayer is an invocation ritual, and you're calling on the most powerful power that there is, divine love, heavenly love, to be there for you. And that's all. And that was all Viktor Frankl. And faith is vital. Faith is vital. So I'm done. I'm handing it over to Lady Drew. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Amy. I'm going to give the mic to Lady Drew, but let me say something here. Amy talked about what is the pray. And I have discovered how powerful is the pray. Because when you pray, you're making that strong connection with the divine force. So now you're talking directly to him. So it's a direct connection. So when you do, when you do the morning prayer, it changes you the way you see the day. I'm going to be honest. I do a morning prayer at 4 a.m. in the morning. I awake at 4 a.m. with my wife and we pray. We pray and then we go back to sleep. But that morning prayer gives us a lot of strength. It gives you a lot of force that's expressing the gratitude of that. Before giving the mic to Lady Drew, I'm going to say here that we have people coming here in HOD. We have several people. I have Maria Pino. We have Lisa Brown happened. Okay, sorry with the people at HOD because I have a problem because I have two screens open, so one of them screwed up. Lady Drew, I'm going to give you the mics.
Well, good morning, everyone, or hello, wherever you're at. Thank you for attending the event. Thank you, Jose, for inviting me. I have wonderful news. Being in isolation, no friends here, family's all deceased. I got to tell you guys, I was blessed with a Christmas present. She was a bait dog, and she's a pit bull. Rescued her. So now these are my children.
Wow.
And this is my new daughter. Yay!
Hey.
Willow. But you know, here's the thing, guys. I've always been a professional jazz singer, comedian, and project consultant leader. You can reach me on LinkedIn if you want to. I always say if you want to call me, do so. Anyway, a lot of people go through depression this time of the year because they don't think they have money to spend for attending a party, things of that nature. They think they've lost loved ones. Darlings, the only thing that dies about us is our bodies. We live on forever. So celebrate the memories. Celebrate your life. Be thankful for everything you have, no matter how small or large it is. And yes, prayer is very important. I am a spiritualist like the Native Indians. I speak with the heavens every single day, all day long. And, you know, never give up. Always realize you have self-value. Bring it out and shine. When you are authentic, you show your real self, do it in positive, wonderful ways. Never think that life is so gloomy that you can't make it, because we can and we have, and we're still doing it. Life is out there waiting for you to enjoy it, so do so. You don't have to have money to be happy. Yes, it helps, but how you have happiness, it comes from inside. You realize what you once didn't have that you now have. And you get out there with your friends, because you are the best and the most valuable gift, no matter what time of year it is, where you're at. So share yourselves. And, you know, don't worry about fitting in. Fit in with yourself first, because others will see it. They'll come to you and join you, and you'll even have more of an enjoyable life. I'm changing things in Wilkesboro where nobody socializes, even at social events. But the other day, I went around to the neighbors, not knowing them, but neighbors were in trouble because the cars were stuck. Here's people that have children, they have animal children, they have jobs. I got everyone together, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you, the simplest act. I pulled them all together, got them unstuck, because we live out here in the country, 2 miles from the city, 2 miles from the mountains. And, you know, the simplest act can be the greatest thing you could ever do. So not only do it for others, do it for yourself. Spend quality time with yourself. Get to really know you. Spend quality time with the ones you love. And, you know, I've been through that, where I didn't have money because all my money's tied up in investments, things like that. When I was working, I'm semi-retired. But, you know, when you give yourself, that is the best gift. So don't let money stop you from enjoying life and enjoying those you love and care about. And again, Jose and everyone, congratulations on your achievements, no matter how small or large they are. And blessed be. I love you all. Mwah!
Thank you, Lady Lulu.
Merry Christmas, and I wish you all the best for the new year. Thank you.
Lady Lulu says something very important, that money helps, but that is not the sense of what really is the joy. The joy, of course, money always helps, but that doesn't mean that if you don't have money, you cannot be joyful. I'm going to say something here. I'm going to talk about my case. I'm going to be here very honest. When I came back from my captivity, I found my family totally devastated. They was devastated. My wife was having a hard time. She was not an expert handling things, and she stayed 5 years trying to do the best to keep our family running and taking care of me. So our finance was totally devastated. But even that, I was talking just with her. I said, it's incredible that we're having financial problems with lack of money. We did a lot of things during that time. And I still think that was God testing us, how we could really, pass the test. Because at the end, everything is that God tests you, is forging you to make a better person for you. So, very good reflection, Amy. I have here Kong that he wants to come to talk. Kong, don't have problem. If you have English problem, express yourself, myself. Open your mics, Kong. Are you there?
Jose, I think we're only seeing half of your face.
Ah,
Can
okay,
you
okay, okay.
adjust your
Sorry,
time?
sorry, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry. No, because I was hearing in the chat that he put, can talk slowly, please, because my English is not so good. Sorry about this. No problem. If you want to talk, God will bring new ways to us. Yes. Kong, if you want to open your mic, please do it. Well, maybe he's shy and he doesn't want to talk. No problem. Okay, let me continue saying, talking about this because this is a topic that really, for me, is very. I feel a lot of passion. So, the people that are hearing me today, and I want this because this is gonna get recorded, and Alinson wants to talk. Alinson, you want to say something?
Yes, okay. I just wanted to say that you mentioned earlier that yourself and your wife, you woke up, you wake up every day at 4 a.m. to pray. Yeah, I also want to say that I also try my best to do my morning prayers. I find it very refreshing, and I feel that on my day when I do morning prayers, refreshing. So I know that some people feel, and for some people it's different.
Your mic is a little bit. Try to talk
You
a
can
little
hear
bit
me now.
louder. The problem with the mic.
Okay, any better now?
Okay, better, better. Yes, now it's better. Yes.
Right. Okay, so I was saying that the morning prayers, I really try my best to do morning prayers because I find out that that shapes my entire day. It's very refreshing, and when you are really depending on God for solely for guidance, I find out that that time of the day it's best to talk to Him. To really meditate. It's quiet in the morning, and you really have that opportunity to meditate. And yeah, I mean, you mentioned that you and your wife also do this, and I think it's absolutely great for couples, especially couples who make God the foundation of their marriage. It's very good. So that's what I wanted to share.
Let me tell you, and yeah, and so true. I when I discovered this, because I'm not gonna say I was doing forever. When I came back, that I had been praying during years in my captivity. I was praying every day. But we were doing with our comrade, the other five guys that we with that, it created a strong bond. The six guy praying every day. Even one of us was not Christian. He prays Buddhism, but he was praying. We were five guys praying to God and one guy praying to be Buddha. He's prays Buddhism, but he was praying. We were simultaneous, the six praying. And today in my church, we do even we do collective praise every Saturday at 6 a.m. in the morning. We have a praying service. Can you imagine 300, 400 people praying simultaneously? The power that has. So when you discover the power of the praying, the collective praying, it changed everything. So now you're in your house with your, as you said, with your couple, both praying at the same time early in the morning, with that in that quiet in the morning, praying with the God. That not only changed your day, it changed your life. It changed everything. This is something that it becomes even kind of magical. The way things begin to change in your life. So I strongly recommend to everybody to do that. Take your time. Take your time to pray. And let me, to the people that don't pray every day, you eat every day. You eat every day. You have to eat every day. So this is food for your soul. So if you eat every day food for your soul, that will change you everything. So the morning pray is very important if you do it. And if you cannot do it and when you awake. But pray. The first thing that you do is express gratitude. Express gratitude because you're alive. First of all, that you're alive and you're breathing. You have air in your lungs and you're breathing. Because when you're awake and you are breathing, maybe other people that they didn't make it. Thousands of people that they didn't make it. So you are lucky that God still give you more time in this earth to be here. So when you look this thing this way, you begin to see the things different. Lady Drew, you want to say something again?
Yeah, sorry, I was having trouble with the mic there. I want everyone to know and listen carefully. The Creator creates all of us. It doesn't matter if you are bisexual, heterosexual, homosexual, what your age is, nothing. He loves us all. That's why He created us all. We should all be inclusive and stop the prejudging, because we don't know what a person's been through until we actually listen to them and find out who they are, why they're the way they are, and teach them about spirituality, because, it really does help. It gives you strength when you don't have your strength yourself. And you'd be surprised how powerful prayer is, because when you do that, it helps you to concentrate better, look at things from a different way. Always make sure that you consume healthy foods, beverages, do your exercises. You don't have to be like an Olympian. Get out and enjoy the fresh air and get yourself on a regular sleep pattern. That helps you to become more positive, stay in a better attitude. And yes, there's times we have to fight to be in a positive mindset, because we all have feelings and emotions. But when you do these things, you'd be surprised how much more strength that gives you. So get out there, love each other, care about each other, assist each other. And it doesn't always take money to assist each other. Like when I got out there and got neighbors involved to get this person, these people out of a stuck situation with an automobile, they were so happy. And because of a simple act that I did, the neighbors got to know each other more. So I planted the seeds. So y'all get out there and plant seeds. Sit back and watch them grow. That doesn't mean sit back and not be active. It means sit back and watch what happens, because you will be totally surprised. I love you all, and blessed be.
Thank you. Very, very, very important what the Lady Drew is saying. By the way, she always talks something that I'm going to show it here. That I have this here. I don't know if you see it. I always use this. That says, "Never give up." Never give up. Here for the Facebook people, never give up. For the Zoom people, never give up. This is a band that was created when we were in captivity for our family. They created something called the Citgo 6 Coalition. Citgo 6 Coalition, and has in the back, never give up. So I have this band with me.
Hey, Jose, do you have one human size? I'll wear it as a choker, honey, and style it.
So I always use this because it became my motto: never give up. Never give up. No matter what situation you're going in your life, never give up. So this talking for me is important, and this is gonna get recorded. So the people that are hearing me, if you're going to any situation in your life, first of all, never give up. But I'm gonna wrap up here several things. Get hooked to your faith. Get hooked to your faith. Believe that things are going to change. Strongly believe in that, and leave it in the hands of God first.
Here's something other people I've noticed, because I'm a counselor worldwide. They all seem, majority of them seem to think you have to go to church to be with the Lord. No, babies. You can have church at your own home.
Correct. Yeah, that's totally true. Yeah. Well, this is something that unfortunately we're not going to be talking here in religion, but sometimes the religion has got you that you have to go to the church, and that's true. You don't need to. You can connect directly with Him because you can talk with Him. So yes, you can have that connection with Him. No matter what is the way you do it, connect with Him. If you want to do it through a church, good. If you want to do it by your own, good, but connect with Him, because when you make the connection, and again, when you give that package that you have in your shoulder and you give it to Him, first you will feel the relief in your shoulder. You will feel more light, but now you have faith that He is gonna guide you. So this is one thing important. Have that strong faith. Hold to your hope. when you are holding to your hope, not only you have faith that things are going to change because they are in the hands of God, but you have the hope, you have the strong believing that things are going to happen, and you stay there no matter what circumstance you're having today in your life. When you are stuck with your faith and with your hope, and when you find purpose in what you're going through, even if it's painful, but you find that is happening for some reason beyond your understanding, but that is part of the master plan that God has for you. And at the end, you open your spiritual eyes and your spiritual ears, and you begin to see more clear why things are happening in your life. That gives you peace, that gives you solace, that makes you be focused in trying to solve situations, and the things begin to change in a miracle way. You will see miracles in your life. I can say you will see miracles in your life, and this is something I strongly say because it happened to me. It happened to me. So when that and that will make you see the things in a total different way. No matter what you're going, you will see the things in total different way. So said this, I'm gonna say to the let me put my mics on. So everybody that's hearing here today, or gonna be hearing the recording, I have a lot of people in Facebook now connected. Thank you, the people of Facebook. They're hearing me. We're almost coming to the end. I'm gonna give you, if somebody else want to come to have a final thought, Dr. Marcia, the mics are yours. Dr. Marcia, I see you there. Okay, maybe. Okay, Lady Do. Go ahead.
Oh, my apologies, darling. I'm still kind of new to these type of events, and I have my hand up, and now I see lower it. Okay. Well, anyway, y'all have a wonderful life. Enjoy yourself, and I wish everybody the best for the new year, and blessed be. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going to say the same. I'm going to conclude because we're coming to the end. Alinson, we're going to close with you. I'm going to say here, tomorrow is the beginning. Want to say any? Okay, Dr. Marcia doesn't want to talk, but anyhow, thank you for being here. I know that Dr. Marcia is a Christian-based leader, and she's always posting beautiful things related to God. And this is something that for me is a blessing, that we have people in our platform that are always praising God, always putting God in front. I'm today blessed to be part of a group that is called the C-Suite for Christ. That, by the way, I became executive contributor. My first article is going to be put in the beginning of January. I already sent the article. They're going to publish in their magazine in January. I'm talking there about the power of the resilience, because this is something that is also something that I always are talking. So I encourage the people to go when it appears. I'm going to be posting it here. It's going to be called The Power of the Resilient in the Gazette of the C-Suite for Christ. The Gazette of them is called The Great Mission. It's a great gazette, has like 70,000 followers. So they have a great following, and there are people that are Christian faith-based entrepreneurs and business owners and people that really are faith-based. They are always interacting. I also became contributor to the American Association for Christian Counselors. I'm very honored. They accept them as a presidential member of them. So today I'm very committed to my Christian values, because this is something that God put me in my path. I went through this situation and I discovered that He was forging me, and that's why today I'm here doing this weekly show. The people that are hearing this is a weekly show that we tested today to do it in Zoom. It's great because I can continue interacting with the people like we did it in the audio room. So we will keep doing it from now on Zoom. I do it in Facebook Live. I have people in Facebook HOD Radio Network hearing me in this moment. And said that, something else to say, Alison?
To everyone for being here. And I'm grateful that, of course, this event it went well for the most part. And just want to say thank you to everyone for the contributions. And I do look forward to hearing, to having us join in more on Zoom. It's quite convenient, and then of course, no persons on LinkedIn are still able to see. So
Yeah.
it should be more. It should be yes.
Somebody open the mic. Somebody want to say something?
I was just
Dr.
saying,
Marcia.
totally agree. I totally agree. And I was just enjoying the discussion. I heard when you called on me, but my son is ill and I disrupted a little, but I totally enjoyed the discussion, especially the points where we are to have hope, even when it seems to contradict what is happening. We must always have hope. Thank you for this session.
Thank you, Marcia. Yeah, I want this type of show continue being more interactive, that the people can bring their own opinions. So thank you, Alison, for putting this in Zoom, because now we're going to continue doing in Zoom, because I was missing the LinkedIn audio room that you could interact. We did that restream last week, but I didn't like that dynamic. So this is better. This is much better. So next week we're going to continue doing it in Zoom. So I encourage the people. I do this every Monday morning. I put my newsletter during the weekend, and then I talk in my newsletter the topic we're gonna put in our show. Next year we're planning to do it even more interactive. I have some news there. I'm gonna maybe for February I'm gonna revamp the show in a way that the people are gonna get surprised. It's gonna be like a TV show. So we're gonna be trying to improve this, because for me this is part of my journey. I discovered that God put me in this path, and I want to spread this message to the people. So thank you, the people that came today. So we're gonna come to the end now. Alison, if you want to finish saying something. Okay. So we're coming to the end. Thank you very much, everybody.
Can I say this real quick?
Go ahead.
There's a lot of things on the news and events here on LinkedIn. Okay, if you get into a situation, someone wants to discuss something that you don't want to discuss. Do not be afraid to say, no, we're not discussing that right now. Come up with something pleasant to interject in it. Even use humor. Just get away from the situation by saying something pleasant and bring out something nice. Put on this is the holidays. Put on a happy song. Change the subject. That way, it'll stay neutral. Everyone can enjoy themselves, because you do not have to discuss something that you do not desire. Again, I love you and happy holidays.
Okay, so we're coming to the end. Thank you, the people that were connected in HOD Radio Network, because I saw a lot of people there. This is going to be recorded, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. We're coming to the end. Bye.